Number 6 is a true-false question. Okay, so it says if PQ is congruent to QR. Okay, so again, congruent means that they're equal. And PQ is equal to 3x minus 8. And QR is 2x. And RS is 1.5x plus 4. Then PS, so that's the entire line segment, equals 24. So we can't assume that RS is congruent to PQ and QR. So we can only go by the information we're given. So we're told that PQ is congruent to QR. So PQ is equal to QR. So that's how I can set up my equations to solve for x. So I have 3x minus 8 equals 2x. Okay, so I need to subtract 2x from both sides because I need all my x's on the left or on one side of the equal sign. These cancel, leaving me with x minus 8 equals 0. And I'm sure many of you are thinking, well, wait a minute, we can't have a 0 there. Well, don't worry, because we're not done. Because I now have to get the numbers to the right side. So I'm going to add 8 to both sides. So x equals 8. Okay. Now that we know that what x equals, I can plug in the value of x into each expression to determine the individual values of the smaller line segments. So QR obviously is 2x. So when I substitute in 8 for x, I know that QR is 16. So that makes QR 16. Okay. And when I plug in x to PQ, so that's PQ 3x minus 8. So 3 times 8 minus 8, that's 24 minus 8. And 24 minus 8 does give me 16. Okay. So that's what we were told initially, that those two are congruent. So now, technically, I don't need to go any farther because 16 plus 16 is 32. And that's more than what they initially told us. But I'll finish it out just so you can see how it plays out. So, because remember, PQ plus QR plus RS should equal the entire line segment PS. Okay? Now, I already know what PQ and QR is. Those are both 16. And unfortunately, when I add 16 and 16, I get 32. And that is more than 24. So I don't even have to find out what RS is. If I plug it in 1.5 times 8 plus 4, I do actually get 16. But again, when I add 16 plus 16 plus 16, it's more than 24. So number 6, the answer is false. For number 7, it says use the number line to answer the question. It says which two line segments are congruent. Okay, remember, congruent is the same length. So let's see. AB, that's 2 units. BC is 1 unit. CD is 3 units. And I've run out of letters. So, obviously AB isn't congruent to BC, because AB is 2, BC is 1. But if I look at line segment AC, 2 plus 1 is 3. So AC is 3 units, and CD is also 3 units. So those are the 2 line segments that are congruent. And although it doesn't ask you to write the congruent statement, that is what the congruent statement looks like. But based on the question, you would just have to list AC, comma, CD.